Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone on today? Happy Wednesday to you. I just wanted to give an update on Deshaun Watson. Now, Deshaun Watson is the Texans quarterback that was trying to get traded, if you know the story, and they didn't want to trade him. And then all these women came out with these sexual assault, violation allegations against him. And, his attorney has denounced those allegations. However, the 8 women who filed criminal complaints against the Texans quarterback, Deshaun Watson, they have been subpoenaed to appear before a grand jury Friday. Now, Watson will be deposed in 2 of the civil cases filed against him Friday. And this has come from Nikki Jahavala of the Washington Post. However, though, he's facing a total of 22 civil lawsuits and a criminal investigation by the Houston Police Department for alleged sexual misconduct. And on March 16th, 2021, and, that was the first case that was filed. And then 20 more lawsuits, filed over the ensuing 3 weeks. So, just wishing Deshaun Watson well. And, because we see a lot of these complaints come out when women don't get what they want, when they don't get to get their way, and if they want to be in a relationship after they have already been in a situationship. A lot of times they want a relationship, and when the man, declines or does not no longer want to be bothered with them, a lot of times they come out during this Me Too movement era and say that they were sexually assaulted. And it's unfortunate because this happens over and over and over with women coming out, saying that a man did something to them, but yet still there were no police reports. And these reports was filed after the alleged events took place. Now, talking about Chris Brown, and I did a video some time ago, it was probably when this first came out about him. And I said what I said, and I stand on that. And I was saying that there is a possibility, that something went down between him and her, which was consensual with this woman. And then when he didn't want to be bothered with her anymore, she wants to come out and say that he, the big R word that they don't want us to say on YouTube. However, I believe also with that Plan B, the pill, I do, the morning after pill, I do believe that she was looking for more than just, taking the Plan B, Plan B pill. But I think that she was hoping possibility for him to say, yeah, if you are, let's wait and see, and we'll take it from there. He wasn't trying to play that game with her. And now it's coming out on different, websites, Radar Online, and I think Hip Hop News. They came out and stated that there's text messages, which I actually heard and saw the text messages on someone else's channel, that she was going after him, and trying to get back with him. And a person that's been, assaulted like she says she has. Why would you want to go back and be assaulted again? Why would you want to even have any dealings with someone that you're claiming, did something that vulgar and, that such a big violation? So I just think that these women, like, it's a money grab with a lot of them, and it is unfortunate. And I think for Black men, you have to make better choices. You have to start protecting yourself, wrapping it up. If you're going to participate and if you're going to play, you have to be willing to know how they cannot get paid. Because if you're going to play, these women are going to try to see how they can get paid. They're playing to get paid, play to pay. And so as a man, you have got to learn how to play without going broke, without them hitting your pocketbooks, and without you doing anything that can cause you to be in violation of anything. And then another thing, is that if it's consensual, and it's consensual, you just got to keep proof. You got to keep text messages. You have to do everything you can. And again, wrap it up. Protect yourselves, because this is the era that we're living in the Me Too movement. And I even made a statement about the Me Too movement, because my concern about this is you only want to go after rich men, with the Me Too movement. You only want to go after rich men right now. But however, you should also be going after these mothers that are human sex trafficking their daughter. And one of them is Alice Clary. You all should be outraged at what she did. And this is not me. Allegedly, she did it. It is in the, the motion that Jennifer Bonjean filed. We talked about it way before the trial that these things were going on. That there were some text messages out there going back and forth. Also, Azriel did testify on the stand that her family was doing those things. Her parents beat her. They made her do those things. They made her go after Mr. RSK, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So, it's unfortunate it wind up like this. But you know what? May all continue to be exposed and revealed. And God will do it in his time. And he is doing it. So Me Too movement, get on your job and do the right thing and go after these women that are making up stories, but the ones that are sitting here promoting and, grooming and forcing their daughters upon these men by human sex trafficking these men. And so I stand on what I stand on because it is right that, you do the right thing. And for women that are out here chasing a bag, and you know that your situation with any artist, any man is consensual, you need to stop it. Get up off your raggedy behinds and stop lying on these men and do the right thing. Go pursue your own bag the way that you should have been taught as a child how to go after your own stuff instead of stealing and trying to take from rich men and trying to use this Me Too era and trying to bring down black men. Because I'm telling you, every person is going to reap what they sow. Now, the Bible says every man reapeth what they sow, but women going to reap it too. Your karma in the social world starts with a big K. And your karma is going to come back on you for doing these things and, making up stories. And so now the story is out there on Hip Hop News or something and Radar Online or some of these channels, these news sites are talking about it. And so you need to come clean. And that attorney, she just clout chasing. That's all that is. And it's unfortunate for her as well, too, to be clout chasing, knowing that these are bogus lawsuits that are being filed after, they didn't get their way. And I wonder what she has to say about that. So is she going to attack those news sites that have come out and said what they said? Who she's going to attack? Because they like to go on these, attacking, these modes of attacking people when the truth come out. Because, Angelo Clary was trying to come at Miss Jennifer Bonjean. And you know what? And hey, she's doing her job. Her job is to represent, her client to the best of her ability, following the laws and making sure that the corrupt prosecutor Geddes and the corrupt attorney Ann Donnelly and any other prosecutors, assistant prosecutors that helped on this case, it is her job to make sure that it is, it's out there, it's exposed. And the fact that they used a repealed law and they twisted things around on the stand and they did not tell the truth and give correct instruction. They gave confusion instructions to a bought and paid for prop jury. They did a lot of things just to satisfy what the world standards are. But you know what? There are biblical standards, God's will and way and his standards. And then there's the world standards. And so they can't beat God. See, that's the thing. They might be getting away with things, but I always say this, that when you're doing wrong, your success will be short term. I stand on what I stand on. I said what I said. And so Deshaun Watson, wish you the best. Mr. Kelly, wish you the best. And I'm so thankful for Mr. William Bill Cosby, also known as the TV dad. I'm thankful and happy that they should leave him alone from here on out, because the higher court said, we don't want to hear it no more, if they said it like that. However they said it, they just don't have time for the foolishness. They don't have time to be going back and forth. It is what it is. We need to follow the laws and stop violating people's rights in the judicial system just to get your way. So for that DA or district attorney that wanted to go to the higher court, sit down somewhere, find some other cases. Matter of fact, let me tell you what you need to do. What you need to do is you need to go ahead and try to bring charges or work with Florida district attorney. That's what you need to do, is work with the Florida's district attorney to bring charges against Alice Clary. That's what you need to do. You need to reach out to that district attorney down there in Florida where they're staying and where, down there, if they're still down there. But wherever they are, you need to work with them to get a warrant out for her arrest so that she can be charged for human sex trafficking her daughter, because she deserves to be charged and go to jail. Because if it's a crime to human sex trafficking and you're going to hold one person accountable, and, then you need to hold everybody accountable that has been involved in this case with Mr. Kelly and any other parents out here, like that Jeffrey Epstein case with Virginia Gifford. Her mother did it too. And the boyfriend, they need to be held accountable too. See, people are not talking about her, but her too, her mother too, because she said that if he couldn't get a hold of her, they contacted her mother and the boyfriend, and they knew where she was, and they also accepted money too. And then they want to cry wolf at, years later. But the thing is that if you are doing those things, then you need to be held accountable too. Parents should be charged. I'm not going to sit here and say, no. If you're going to charge men, you need to charge these parents that human sex trafficking their daughters as well. So you all leave a comment on this video below. I truly appreciate, like, subscribe to the channel. You can share the video. Because it is what it is. And we all have freedom of speech, but the truth is out there. See, this is not made up stuff and just our opinions. The truth is out there. Get the transcripts, everybody that wants to keep on talking about, that that's not true and all this stuff. And we're protecting men. Well, you know what? If a woman does wrong, then they need to be held accountable. A man does wrong and break laws, he needs to be held accountable. It's the same thing, So, hey, we need to do what is right. We should be all seeking the truth, not playing games with the Me Too movement, not going along with liberal feminists that just want to say this and that and believe all women. No, we need to seek the truth and believe the truth. And you know what? And if they go to court and they're testifying, they get on that stand and they purge themselves, then they need to be held accountable for perjury as well. And hopefully that's going to come to, because, there was an individual on that stand that purged herself, Jane Doe number 5, so, hey, at the end of the day, we have got to stand for what is right. And we need to continue to work and speak out and try to get these laws, repealed, because they are not laws that are helping they're biased and they're one-sided, and it makes the scales become tilted. And these scales should not be so tilted in the judicial system that the person doesn't have a chance. And now, one other thing, those two boys, California City boys, that were missing, that was Sincere and Classic, and they changed their name to Orson and Oren. Well, you know what? Hey, they don't need to have they don't need to have a gag order on that trial. I'm just throwing that out there. They don't. You did what you did, allegedly, but they say they have evidence to hold you accountable. And guess what? You don't need a gag order either, because you wasted a lot of taxpayers' money also. And a lot of this is wasting taxpayers' money when they lie. And when they're lying like this, and they need to be held accountable to pay restitution back to the state, the county, the city, whatever it is, restitution. When you're lying and you're found out that you're lying, you need to pay restitution back. So God bless you all on today. Peace out.